I'm Sevi, and I work in Pagaki, this cafe here. And this cafe is a workers' collective. The group existed before the cafe, so the group is about 4 years old, and the cafe is less than 2.5. We consider ourselves to be a political group that doesn't try to give an answer on everything, but we do try to give an answer on the matter of work. This is a neighborhood that was not close to the place where our political activities were going on. So we decided to move away from that and set this up to a neighborhood that didn't have any political structures or anything like that. So naturally at first the people saw us as another cafe, but then once they started coming in, they started reading our texts and talking to us, and they see lots of different people working here every day, because we're 10 now. And they gradually realized that this was quite different. The fact that we shut it down on general strikes when all the other cafes on the way are open, it makes them think. I think it's important to say now, since this is being filmed in 2012 when the crisis is huge in Greece, that this has nothing to do with the crisis. Our initiative was that lots of us had been out working or unemployed, and none of us could ever find a condition that was suitable to one's dignity and all these kinds of things that one should have whilst working, and we don't. So we decided to set up a formula and experiment on it and see whether we could create a working condition that we couldn't find out there in the market. We operate horizontally, there's no hierarchy. All the jobs have the same wage, like doesn't matter what you do for the cafeteria, you get the same money. We have a weekly meeting where we discuss everything between us and make any decisions we need to. So we don't share the profits between us at the end of the month. We get our hourly wage, and the rest of it we discuss where it's going to go. We try not to work with large multinational companies. We try to work with small producers here in Greece and Mexico and Brazil. We bring coffee from Chiapas, from the Zapatistas, and the sugar from Brazil, from MCT. And yes, in general, we try to have like a human contact with the people that produce what we buy and serve here. We don't all share the exact same political ideology, but we've been together for quite a long time now, so we have created the basis where we can communicate well enough to be in this group and keep this project working. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We don't have to, we have to agree more or less completely as far as decisions about Pagaki are concerned, but in general we don't share the exact same views on everything. It would be nice if this was also spread out on different fields of work, because I think that the easiest thing to make is a cafe. But yes, we would recommend it. We don't know if it's the most revolutionary thing one can do whilst being in a capitalist system, but it's definitely a way that's more friendly to our views as people. There's been quite a few people that wanted to come here and interview us and film us, and they wanted to present this project as a response of a group of people to the crisis, but this is not what we are, because like I said before, the initial idea took place 2 years or more before the crisis, and it was an accident that by the time we were ready to open the cafe, the crisis was here and things went on like that. but this we would have done regardless of the crisis anyway. Plus, the other important thing is that when we first opened, because workers' collectives are not a very common thing in Greece, and this might actually be the first one that was legally set up as a collective as well. So it kind of drew attention from the media, and since this was something new to the system in Greece, they tried to find ways to incorporate it in the system. And we refused any interview to any paper or TV station or radio station. They used to ring us up all the time, the first few months. And what they did was they downloaded our text from our site on the internet, and they printed it on 2 or 3 really large newspapers. And they said, Pagaki Workers Collective, the answer to the crisis. So the system does make efforts to incorporate things like this, but we try to resist it, so that's about it.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.